Three, two, one. Um, so I'll just wait for someone in the chat. If you can hear and see us, just give us a little hello, just to make sure everything's set up. So Cool's just given us the hello. So it looks like everything is working right now. Before I jump in, I'm just going to do some quick disclaimers. Although we talked about cryptocurrency and NFTs, nothing we say during these streaming sessions is financial advice. I'm actually terrible when it comes to investments, so always go and seek a financial advisor. There's also some concepts and some early insights that we give around features that are coming out or features that are getting built. Doesn't guarantee that they're always going to make it into the game. So please don't place any long-term bets on some features that we're going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek today. That out of the way, hello, welcome to Sunflower Studios. This is our weekly wrap-up, and we're going to go over some of the game development of Sunflower Land. Sunflower Land is a community-driven crypto game. So we do a lot of the coding, all the development in live stream. It's on GitHub, and it's a project which we now have hundreds of people all contributing to. We've got some very, very exciting news today. You might have already guessed it just by looking at the screen and seeing a new face here. We've got a new engineer joining the team. So Harnoor, welcome. We're very, very happy to have you here. Do you want to give some opening words? How's your first week been, and how are you finding Sunflower Land?
Thank you, Adam. I am really excited to be the part of this family. The first week has been really amazing. Everyone has been so helpful in getting up me with the speed of what's going on around the code base, and we had really lovely pairing sessions with Romy and Spencer. That was so amazing. Um, and yeah, the Sunderland, I'm really excited to be here. And I'm actually really addicted to this game now. I have actually, told all my friends about it, and they are so addicted that some of them are actually waking up in the middle of the night in order to harvest the crops and plant them again. So yeah, this game is really addictive because I was really addicted to such farming games, and it really refreshes my memory of what I used to play. Uh, just in that case, that now we are earning SFL tokens as well while playing. So yeah, that's really amazing.
Yeah, it's you've kind of hit the ground running in this first week, which is not only learning about the code base, but jumping in and catching up with the community, because there's been a lot that has been built in the last 6 months. And Honor also has to onboard with the last 3-4 months of land expansion work that we've been doing. So a lot of this stuff, what you see on the screen right now, there's 100 extra concepts that he's trying to go through at the moment. So good luck. There is a lot to take in there, but we're super happy to have you, mate. I do want to sort of take it back to how we all got in touch in the first place. Do you want to give a little bit of an insight of, I guess, how you met Spencer, and how that connection sort of started out?
Yeah, definitely. So I was teaching at one of the boot camps provided by University of Adelaide, and Spencer was in the same boot camp as a teaching assistant, and that is how Spencer and I got connected, and we have a beautiful working relation ever since. And he is the reason that he convinced me about all these things, and he made me excited about all of these, and. I met Romy and Adam Yu at our last firm, Signer. And that was actually, I wanted to tell everyone a story that Adam actually interviewed me at a Signer, and after 1 week he left and we couldn't get a chance to work. But I'm so happy that, I finally got a chance in order to work with you. Uh, And yeah, I met Romy again back in Assignment.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, the world couldn't keep us apart, mate. It was destined to start building together. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's really important the work you were doing at University of Adelaide, um, helping with teaching, helping people learn how to code, because that is such an important part of Sunflower Land and what we're trying to achieve here. Um, do you want to touch on a bit of your streaming and what you've got planned there as well?
Yeah, definitely. Before that, I really want to touch on one part that you just brought up of sharing the knowledge, and that is really important to me as a person. And that is one of the things that got me excited for Sunflower Land. That developers are so committed of giving back to the community by doing all this streaming on Twitch. Because I see that sharing the knowledge is one part where through which we all can grow as a community. And I have taken a lot from this community. And when time and again I feel that it's my time to give back to the community, I go to this a lot of meetups that happen in Adelaide to share the knowledge, to learn something, and to grow together. So that was one of the core values that I saw in Sunflower Land, and that got me really excited about it. That my values are aligning with the values that I am going to the people that I'm going to work with. So yeah, apart from that, coming back to the streaming part, so I came to Australia back in I guess July 2019. So I came for a master's degree. I started my degree at University of Adelaide, and side by side, I started a part-time job in the same field. Now, getting a part-time job in IT while you're working as an international student in Australia is a bit difficult. So after I got a job, I was flooded with a lot of messages that what are the steps you took and how we can take them in order to get them. And I was telling the same thing to people again and again and again. So I decided to make a video out of it. And while making that video, I enjoyed that process a lot. That making a video, editing it, putting it on YouTube, getting the feedback, and working on it. And then I realized that this is something I really wanted to pursue along with my actual dev job. And then I started to contact a lot of streamers around Adelaide in order to do a collaboration videos. So I did a bunch of collaboration videos. I put some videos on my YouTube channel. And to be honest, I have been really lazy of creating the content lately. But when I saw this opportunity that I can work on myself as a digital creator, that I really enjoy, aside from doing the coding, I was like, yeah, Sunflower Land is a really great fit.
I love it. I don't know if you have the Twitch open and you can see the chat. For me, the Twitch chat is always my favorite part about streaming. There's some awesome comments coming in here. There was a few suggestions saying you could make your username on Discord the new guy, and then as soon as you mentioned your master's degree, there was a suggestion that you should be the smart new guy as your username in Discord. Um,
That's so amazing and touching. Thanks for all the love that I'm able to see on this chart. I'm really grateful for it.
yeah, I love it, mate. Um, so yeah, welcome Hanor. We're super happy to have him. I feel like he's going to be a streaming machine. We've seen, well, a lot of us here have seen Craig, who goes live for like 3, sometimes 4 hours. I think Hanor's going to be this face that you're seeing popping up quite a lot, um, teaching coding, just building live. So don't be afraid. Come in, have a few sessions with him. He's just this amazing guy that has so much energy every time. So it's probably going to be more interesting than watching my live coding streams. There'll be a bit more happening with him. Is there any other background fun facts or anything you wanna share, Hanua?
Background fun fact. So yeah, my my background is that I come from Mumbai. I'm having like this is not a fun fact, just a fact. I'm having like seven almost 7 years of experience in this front end domain. And yeah, ever since I have stepped in Australia, I have loved it like anything.
I love that. Yeah, you did mention there's 7 years experience. I remember one of the things that stood out when I first met you, Hanor, was definitely your level for detail and not taking like 80% or 90% is acceptable. Like when it came to optimizing website performance, it was like 100% or 120%. Like you were doing things that I hadn't even heard of. And so with Sunflower Land, it was such a good fit because when we scale to millions of users, we need this game to be super snappy. We need it to work on thousands of different of types of like devices. We need it to be accessible. And Hanor definitely has all of this in his tool belt. So we're getting the right people at the right time. I think it was perfect timing, especially with our launch coming up as well, that you joined right before everything starts to get really crazy again.
Yeah, thank you for having me in your family.
Yeah. There's been a question from a first time chatter, Vati. They've asked, are you on Team Human or Team Goblin?
Yeah, so after a lot of careful consideration, I guess I decided to go with the Team Goblin. Just for the record, the both teams are really amazing. I really love the passion the members of both team have towards their own group. It's just that I found goblins too cute to be not a part of. So and I found the Goblin team a bit more enthusiastic, a bit more energetic. So, but both the teams are doing really nice.
There's the chat has just exploded, Hanor. Um, a lot of people saying "Hail the Goblin King." People ended up saying "Hail Hanor." There's the carrot who has said "Team Human" or we hire someone else. Um, no, I love these comments. You gotta get the Twitch up and check these out. It's really amazing. Um, JCE, who's one of the art contributors, they've come in and said we've hired another goblin. This is great. This is great. Um, Lots of people saying hello. It looks like everyone's very excited. There's going to be many more chances to meet Hanor and get to know him a little bit better in our streaming. Um, I thought I would now jump into a bit of the work that has been happening this week, and it's been pretty incredible for all the tech geeks in this chat. We were working on skills and achievements for our launch in Sunflower Land. It's entirely different to how they were previously working. Um, we went we wanted to do something a little innovative with how we were tracking activity, like Bumpkin analytics, how many trees you chop, sunflowers you harvest, and whatnot. And we actually made the decision that we're going to store all of these analytics on chain. So typically, a whether it's like an app or a game, all of these analytics are stored in someone's private database, usually like a game server or something, which is great. If you're building this product and you're in that team, you can quickly run reports and query analytics and understand your users. In our case, it wasn't great because only the 5 or 6 engineers at Thought Farm had access to this data. And after we saw what was happening with the Goblin War, where people were building leaderboards, everyone was tracking who the top warriors were, we thought, well, we may as well put everything on chain, all of this data, and let the community control it and have full visibility of it. And so we kind of crunched out this whole idea in 1 week. And now, when you are playing on testnet, when you harvest sunflowers, chop a tree, whatever the action is, it's actually minting a token, and that token can then be traced on the blockchain. And so, if you are interested to see what a hard-working farmer Harnoor is, you could grab his farm ID, and then you could query using some tool like June or even just Polygon Scan and figure out how many potatoes has Harnoor harvested today. Like it's really limitless, the insights you can get to different players and different teams and seeing all these things. Um, so we're super excited for that. That was just a little bit of the tech background of what we're doing. Um, I want to dive into the Bumpkin itself. Hanor, I know you were working on the skill system. I know you're still wrapping your head around the game and how it's all working. Do you just want to give a quick overview of how the skills are working and sort of this design that you and Spencer created?
Yeah, definitely. So in the skills we have different categories, and in the different in each category we have different skills that a person can acquire. So suppose that we can go through one category, and the other categories will follow the same suit. So the first category is the crops category. In the crops category, you can see the skills that you can acquire, and this is a tree that in order to acquire the second skill, you need to have the previous skill, and you can grow it at any towards any part of the tree. So from from the this sunflower icon, you can either go to either three of them, like be it a plant whisperer or a carrot, or a beet, or this hat one. So once you, in order to claim a skill, you need to fulfill certain requirements. So the requirements can depend on the skill points and the previous skills that you have acquired. Suppose that for acquiring the second skill, you need to have the green thumb skill and a certain skill points. So that is how you can acquire more and more skills into this application. And if you go to the other categories, they will have different skill sets that you can acquire and the different tree structures.
I love it. There's a lot of questions in here. Hanor just joined and he's already built out the entire skill system. And then a lot of people saying, yeah, he does have a master's. So yeah, it's been really impressive to watch Hanor is jumped in and done a bunch of work already this week. Spencer helped a lot with this as well. It's looking really cool. I think in total so far we have 20 low 20s in different skills that players can now achieve. We're thinking to grow it to around 30 to 40 for our launch. Just to give you like a little taster, there's so much more to do in this new game. We're so grateful for everyone's patience playing beta because it was a beta version. Like we were learning, we're experimenting with different things, and we've got a really solid idea now of, thanks to all the community, what you guys want. So that's kind of what we took with this direction of skills, making sure there's a lot of strategy, a lot of cool paths that everyone can take. It'd be interesting to see who the first person is to max out all of these skills. Um, I'm going to jump over to the achievements side of things. I'm just checking out the chat here. There was a question from Ancient Horse who helps us out with a bunch of the development stuff. What is this equipped stuff here? So this is your Bumpkin NFT. I think this is hooked up. I'd need to sign in here. But this is all the clothing that I have attached onto my Bumpkin NFT. And so this just gives you a little preview of what those individual items are. If you are playing the war right now and you get one of those warrior items, whether it's a necklace or a warrior shirt, one of the upcoming ones, you'll be able to see those as the equipped items. And that's your Bumpkin. Your Bumpkin owns the clothing, but he also owns the skills and the achievements and those analytics that we talked about. So when you do come here and you choose a skill and you claim that skill, that is actually going to get minted against your bumpkin. So that bumpkin's in your wallet wherever you go. That bumpkin goes with you, and people can track your skills and achievements. Um, we just had a question from Crypto Meat Boy. Who is allowed to take the clothes off your bumpkin? This has been brought up a few times before. I believe Spencer's in the middle of preventing people from taking clothes off their bumpkin. We got to keep it pretty PG. Um, so yeah, we've got the skills. We've also got this entirely new concept of achievements in Sunflower Land. I've been watching people. Well, everyone's probably seen in the Goblin War that there's some warriors that are just going crazy above and beyond. They have like 30,000 war bonds. Um, when we look at players farming, the same thing you find people doing sunflowers and potatoes. There's some people that collect like 10,000 of each of these. And we want a way that these players can also benefit from the system. And so here with achievements, I think right now we've put down an initial 34 or 35 achievements that you can get in the game. We will be adding more of these. Because all of these analytics and this activity is open, it actually means that any sort of developer can come in and recommend an achievement. Someone could even make their own sunflower achievements, which is like for super hardcore players. And then you go to that website and see if you've met that yet. Um, if we look at some of these initial ones here, we've got the Sunseeker, which is harvest 100 sunflowers. Busy Bumpkin, reach level 3. Cabbage King, harvest 200 cabbages. Each of these will have a reward when you meet them. Right now, it's going to be a mixture of experience or SFL. I also want to sneak in a few rare items in some of these. That's not locked in yet, but I think that would be something that's very cool. If we do scroll down to the bottom, there's a few question marks. We're just getting the images sorted on these. But you can see like here's the utmost achievement that you can get, which is harvest 1 million crops. And so you will be able to mint these items, which will be a token on the blockchain. We'll be able to see who these first people are. We'll definitely have some really cool events around these. And so like the first people to hit some of these milestones, we'll do some giveaways, we'll do some airdrops. You might get access to certain secret items. You'll have to wait for land expansion and see how that works. But the idea is that you're going to be able to tell apart who the new players are and who the loyal, hardworking farmers are. And so we literally jumped on a call on Monday. We did it. Harnoor, welcome to the team. It was like a 20-30 minute call, and then we just went straight into planning achievements and skills. We got a lot done this week. I think this has been one of our most productive weeks. We built this concept of like on-chain analytics. We built out achievements. We built out skills. It's been pretty cool. Maybe wasn't a coincidence that we got the most work done the week that Harnoor joined us. Maybe it's the master's degree coming into play here. Um, Harnoor, I know you're still new. Is there anything you wanted to add on skills or achievements? What skills do you want to unlock, or what achievements do you want to unlock?
I guess all of them. And I see myself on that trajectory because I'm so hooked up to this game. As I told you earlier, that I have set up these alarms that wake me up in the middle of the night as well sometimes to harvest the crops. I'm that much hooked up to this game.
We need a sunflower land therapy group from people suffering the addiction of the game.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Yeah. Um, there's been a few questions here. Adam, isn't awarding people for achieving these high goals incentivizing botting. In these cases, we can't reveal too much about our botting strategies, but there's also some really big improvements coming with botting, with land expansion as well. Um, these achievements, it's not going to be like you get 1,000 SFL when you meet them. The main goal of these achievements is to get a badge. Plus, you'll get a bonus little bit of SFL and experience alongside that. I don't know if people want to be focusing on bots so they can get some badge to show off how hard they were botting. I think that there's a very different mindset that the normal players and the botters have. Like, normal players want to be a part of this community and get items and talk to their friends and show what they've got. Botters just want to extract resources. They don't really care about the community. So this is like targeted at a community feature. Humans and goblins unite against botting from Ancient Horse. I love this. Awesome. So this is skills. This is achievements. It's a little bit of a sneak peek. You've probably seen me clicking on a few of these and getting it. I like this one. My life is potato. This was an early meme at Sunflower Land. Harvest 5,000 potatoes. The Bumpkin Chainsaw Amateur. Patient Parsnips. 5,000 parsnips. And then we get these ones. Sunflower Superstar. 100,000 sunflowers. Which is doable. I've seen people doing a couple thousand sunflowers per day. So that will be an interesting one to see someone hit for sure. I'm going through today and just creating a little bit of icons for these, but the cat's out of the bag. This is on testnet. People are going to start sharing these things anyway. I hope you're excited to start hitting these. One question that probably will pop up is that all of my events from the beta version, will they carry on into land expansion? And unfortunately, they won't. It's only because we just built out this achievement system and the way these analytics are getting stored is that it's only once land expansion starts that some of these events will start triggering. I apologize in advance. I know the players have been grinding super hard and there'd already be some of you that would have more than half of these badges. We're all going to have to start together and start on this grind together. But it'll be cool. It'll be like a nice race between all of us. So that's kind of some of the work we've been doing this week. There was one more thing I wanted to cover, and this was just to give a quick mention to the Sunflower Land Bumpkin Art Competition. I was trying not to look at this until we went to judge it, but I opened it up the other day and I saw that it's been 53 submissions already on this. If you are good with pixel art or you want to learn pixel art, we've got this competition happening at the moment. This is the first official Sunflower Land pixel art competition where we have 30,000 SFL in prizes to be won for this competition. And what we are looking for is for people to submit different clothing items for their bumpkin. So we're going to be launching bumpkins very soon with land expansion, and we're going to need an assortment of clothing that players will either be able to collect in the game or go to the bumpkin store and equip. And so if you're an artist, please come in. You can design t-shirts, you can design pants, you can design hairdos. It really is up to you. If you're not an artist, go over to GitHub. Check out github.com/sunflower-land and go into the discussions. You can see some really cool things popping up in here. I like that. Someone's done a Santa Claus. This one's really cool. I saw this, Virgil's done art for like 6 months with the project. How cool is this one? It's a minor pack, overalls. I'm excited. The reason I'm giving this one last shout out is because this ends on October 6th. So you've got about a week left to get some submissions. I think this is SF Watt has done some really cool hairdos. I'm in love with, I think it's this red one here. I think that's awesome. Um, this is cool. A fishing outfit. I don't know if anyone's seen one of the frogs in the background there from Project Dignity. That's a nice little one to sneak in there. So please, if you haven't already, go onto GitHub and check out this competition. We want to launch with as many different pieces from as many different players as possible. That's what we're all about. It's building this thing together and giving everyone the chance to get their stamp on Sunflower Land, because it's pretty amazing being able to build this with so many people. Harnoor, you got to check this out as well. I'll send you this link after. It's really, really cool. Harnoor, this is your first stream. We usually wrap up with a bit of a giveaway at the end of these. Some weeks we do trivia, some weeks we do challenges, but the aim is to give some resources away from our Goblin community treasury to the viewers, give them a chance to win something. This week we're going to do a blockchain challenge. And so the way that this one is going to work is that the first 3 people that complete this challenge, they will each get 400 war bonds and 100 SFL. So a nice little reward, especially if you're saving up for some war items. The way this is going to work, so it's the first 3 people that complete this challenge. And the challenge is going to be this. We're going to create a fake address on the Polygon blockchain, and you're going to need to send resources to this address. And so we'll do this one here. We're grabbing this address. The first 3 players, let me think. We're going over these achievements here, and I really like the My Life is Potato achievement. So we'll do the first 3 people to send 50 potatoes to that address. They will receive the 400 war bonds and 100 SFL. And so I'm just going to go over to Polygon Scan now. That challenge has started. You can try to do that already. We'll be able to track in here. If you send 50 potatoes to this address, you will get the reward. So I'm just going to keep refreshing until these pop in. So someone's come in, someone has sent 50 potatoes. First person in there. Okay, it's still just one person right now. It's the first 3 people. It's risky. If you don't make that first 3, you're going to lose 50 potatoes. So it looks like people are just trying to get some potatoes right now. It didn't seem like everyone had 50 potatoes on hand. This person was ahead of the pack here. Still just one person. I think everyone's freaking out. There's a few comments saying, I only have 1 potato. When we do these challenges, Harnoor, we usually just say, send 1 sunflower or send 1 cauliflower. I think we've caught people a little off guard, asking for 50 potatoes sent to this address. Oh, okay, there we go. We've had some potatoes coming in. If you're thinking of sending potatoes, stop. The challenge has been met. We've got these 3 people here. They will all be receiving the 400 war bonds and 100 SFL. Congratulations to everybody. It's been fun today. We're getting super close to land expansion. We're literally just in this like polished stage now. We've built all the core mechanics. And we're just going to be grinding out really cool content, rare items, Bumpkin clothing, and everything. So, thank you very much for joining us today. Welcome, Harnoor.
Thank you.
I'll see you all in Discord. Harnoor, is there any final words you want to add?
I really want to thank everyone who has joined this live stream and the love that you guys have been pouring on the comment section. It's really amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you later, farmers.